here's a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air." I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my suitcase and sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss and then she gave me my ticket. I put my Walkman on and said I might as well kick it. First class, yo, this is bad. Drinking orange juice out of a champagne glass. Is this what the people of Bel-Air living like? This might be alright. I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate said fresh and it had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cat was rare, but I thought, man, forget it. Yo, home's the Bel-Air. I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo, home, smell you later." Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air.
What's up, y'all? How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in to another great, epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Like always, guys, let me know how I'm looking. Let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know if I am crisp. Please, please, please let me know if I am clear. How are we all doing out here this lovely Saturday evening? Let your boy know. See that we got 6 people watching right now. 9 thumbs up, 12 people watching. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Reason why I did my live today, Saturday, instead of Friday, which I usually had to schedule, was if you saw Super Duper on Thursday, I had to get my hair braided yesterday, and it is done. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And so, Saturday was the next available time for me to do so, to do the live. And I'm glad to be here. Hopefully you are too. And also, me and other people that cover the show, we were not aware that they was going to release episodes 4, 5, and 6 together. We just thought it was going to be the first 3. And then after that, each week, just 1 episode. But they surprised everybody. Like, oh, no, here's 4, 5, and 6. Excuse me. And so with my schedule and the way I have things planned out, I only was prepared for 4. And so there is not a recap or a review for episodes 5 and 6 individually like I did do with episode 4. So this live right now for Bel-Air is going to cover episodes 4, 5, and 6. Most of it will be episodes 5, especially episode 6, because that was the latest one. But if you do want a great breakdown of how I felt about episode 4, go ahead and check that out after you watch this video. Your boy will really appreciate it. But we are going to get into all of this right here, guys. I am loving the show. I am loving the show. Now, it is not perfect. Excuse me, had to clear my throat. It is not perfect. You know, I do have my criticisms about the show, but overall, I love it, man. Especially this episode 6. And guys, I am talking spoilers, okay? I am going to spoil this up, down, left, right, in, and out. Is if you've already seen it, so that is your warning. And if you don't want to be spoiled, okay, turn away now, because I'm going to get in all of the nitty-gritty. I'm not able to go live right now on Instagram. It just will not connect with Restream, so I don't know what is going on. I've tried it a few times, and it's really grinding my gears right now. But, hey, the show must go on. So, yeah, I'm doing spoilers for everything. So just letting you know. And again, this is going to be for episode 4. We got out all night. After Lamarcus's accident, everyone rallies around Hillary to support her. Will and Carlton feel the pressure of running Blackcess, and it starts to affect their relationship. Lisa and Amira try to ease their tension with a group date. And I had some commentary about that right there. Getting personal, episode 5. Will and Carlton look for a solution to their Blackcess problems. At a pickleball tournament, Viv and Phil celebrate their anniversary, but something seems off between them. Radical honesty. We're going to be talking about radical honesty. Baggage, episode 6. Will brings his parents, Vi and Lou, together to heal the past and move forward. Carlton sees a new side of Amira. Phil makes a big decision with his career. Man, he sent her the letter like, I don't want to work with you no more, woman, Erica. You're tripping, you're kissing on me and all this, and I don't want none of that at all. You're getting me in trouble with my wife. Get out of here. Get out of here. We cutting all ties. We cutting business. And to be honest with you, I am with Erica. Now, she is wrong for coming on to him. I'm talking about as far as the business is concerned. But before we do that, let me shout out my lovely people in the chat. What is going on, Richard? With them already releasing 6 episodes, does this mean season will be short? No. And let's talk about that. No, I did email them and I asked them about the release, and they said that it's going to be 10 episodes, just like seasons 1 and 2. Next week, this coming Tuesday, which is August the 27th, they're going to release just 2 episodes, episode 7 and episode 8. And then on Tuesday the 3rd, they're going to be releasing episodes 9 and then episodes 10. Personally, I do not like this. I do not like this at all. I mean, look, I'm not the best businessman in the world or a marketing genius. But for me, I think, okay, if you want to start out the season releasing 3 episodes to get people hooked in because episodes 1 or maybe 2 won't do it, then let's just give them 3 at the very beginning, and then after that have 1 episode released per week. That's, I think that's best, because you will have more opportunities like this for us to engage online and for the show to catch traction, or more than it already did. If the show is already over in a month, then nobody's talking about it anymore. And they're moved on to the next streaming show, platform, or whatever. But if you have something once a week, I keep hearing these people talking about Bel-Air or this or that. Let me check it out. Okay, they're in season 3, or I can binge it and, okay, that's just me. I personally also think that they shouldn't be releasing not even 3 episodes, just 2. If you can't catch somebody with the first 2 episodes, then is it the show that good? That's just me, Also, I think that you would make more money this way if you stretch it out, because that gets people paying for your service longer. Yeah, they may do a month trial or 30-day free, whatever. But if you have 10 episodes, that's 2.5 months. And if one, of payment, but if it's a month free, that's a month and a half. But if you do it this way, where the whole season is gone in 3-4 weeks, then that's just my mindset. But it will be 10 episodes, Richard. Sorry, you asked the question. I gave you a super duper long answer. Who else do we have in the building? What is going on? Jenna James. How are you? How are you? What is going on? Zias. What is going on? Still enjoy the series / season, but it's some elements that feel a tad bit too CWE in writing and acting, if you catch my drift. Maybe this will let you know if I catch your drift. Yes, I agree with you. That's what I was trying to hear. Yeah, I agree with you big time. We're going to talk about it. And spoil away in the comments. We're talking about everything. Good evening, Cassandra. Okay, enough with the clapping. Good evening. How are you doing? You're saying hello to everybody. That's lovely. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Phil did. Phil did to Erica what Will needs to do with Jackie. Say bye to her. After episode 6, she really showed how grimy she is. Phil did to Erica what Will needs to do with Jackie. Say bye. Get that to her. After episode 6, she really showed how grimy she is. Did Erica show how grimy she is, or did Jackie show how grimy she is? Because if you're talking about Erica being grimy, I think if she was just trying to keep the business afloat, I don't think that's grimy at all. I agree with her. Like, don't mess up the money. Phil, you need to have enough willpower to, hey, man, woman, don't ever do that again. Or y'all could just meet via Teams or virtual or something, you know, if it's that bad. But, you know, she made some valid points like, okay, can you really survive off of these particular candidates that you have right now? I don't think he should personally cut business ties. I think he should keep getting the money, you know. That's just my thing. As far as Jackie is concerned, yeah, Will needs to say bye. Lisa wasn't even in this last episode. Was Lisa even in episode 5 or 6? I know she was in 4. But I like how Will took up for Jackie in episode 5. I was going to say I would have done it differently, but nah, at the same time, you got to shut predators down and just let them know that that's just zero tolerance, you know. And I was going to say, well, yeah, you know, you can do it in a way to make sure it doesn't come back and bite you. But at the same time, you're defending a woman from advances, you know. So, hey, he handled it, you know. He did. He did. What's going on? Okay. Who else we got here? Nick Braley. What's going on? And those first 2 episodes were very good. Would have been just fine to release those 2 to start. I agree. You can't stand Jackie. Well, not. Lisa is better. Yeah, Lisa is better. Man, good thing he wasn't bungee jumping like Trevor. Yes! LaMarcus is not dead, guys. LaMarcus is alive. I wasn't sure if he was going to make it or not because Trevor died in the original show. And I was just like, damn. You know, are they really going to kill him? That's just crazy. Like out of nowhere. Because in the original show, we really didn't, I think we saw Trevor a couple of times, but that was more of a comedy. You know what I'm saying? This is not a comedy. I mean, there's funny jokes here and there, you know, and we all make fun of everybody and stuff like this and that. But this is a drama, you know, and so that would have just been like, man, you know, they finna get married and he just passed out and now he dead? Like, oh my, and the thing about it, that's life though. You know, you just never know. Tomorrow is not promised. He was living with that disease all his life and he did not know. He did not know. And so, hey, I encourage everybody to get your checkups while you can, you know. So, yeah, you just never know. Oh, my gosh. What is going on? Cassandra, how are you doing? I am great. Brandon, glad to be here. I am glad you're here, too. I am cancer-free. Yes, right now. That has been my battle for the past year. God is good. God is good. God is great. And shout out to you, ma'am. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I know it was very, very scary, but I'm glad you're here. Praise God that you are cancer-free. Hallelujah. Ooh. I know you just like on cloud 9 with that wings on your back like angels, like, yes. Yes. And I'm here with you, ma'am. And thank you for sharing. Because that's very personal. So I love it. I love it. So, yeah, shout out to Cassandra. And I'm going to be praying for you, too, ma'am. in the future. So that is it. Yes, true. Yes. So yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. What's going on? The Lawrence Report. How you doing? Andrew YB, come on now. You got to pick one. He's trying to be extra. What's going on? Yeah, Viv walking up the stairs drunk. She ate that. Girl was in her own world for real. Yeah, she was. She was. Yeah. That's like, on Viv. Oh yeah. Yeah, she was like, I need a night of freedom. I want to have fun, no stress. Phil was trying like, hey baby, how you doing? You look amazing. Where you going in that dress? Looking amazing. Can we talk? It's been a minute. Can I clap those cheeks? Or are you going to give them to Sharif? Yeah, man. And what the timing and all that too, man. That's who does that? Oh, the friend Shelby liked all the pictures. Come on, this dude showed up ready to go on a picnic. I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? She liked every picture on his profile, dang near. And that's a clear indication like, hey, do you see me? Because I see you. Wink, wink. Can we do something? And, he had to have known she was married, though. Because now that I think, what I'm doing with this mic, now that I think about it, because when we was first introduced to him, I was like, okay, this is a strong-looking masculine man. But then when he was actually at the party catering, I was like, wait a minute, why you look so feminine now? But, this one, it was cool. However, as a man, I know when he was at the crib in the previous episodes, catering the food, I know he would, it is impossible for him to not know, okay, is this woman married or not married? And then proceed accordingly after that. He had to have known she was married, but maybe he don't give a damn, because to him, Anvil was throwing it, and some women do cheat. Well, no, yeah, of course, we all know that. It's men too. In marriage, outside of marriage. So he don't know. He just like, hey, this is a black woman, it's fine. I'm gonna try to, bring us some lunch, But he played his hand right to not have a pie in his face either. But Uncle Phil shows up and handled it well. And I, later on when he was going on the date, and I did feel on Viv like, yeah, you're doing all the right things, but do you really mean it? It feels like you just, hey, let me just do something nice to get out the doghouse. She tripping. I'm just, she overreacting. I'm just going to do this and, rub her back and she'll be all right, And it did feel that way, so great job there. Also, who was it that made the comment earlier about the acting that is kind of suspect? Because, it was noticeable in this episode more than I've noticed for the duration. But that doesn't deter me for like, I'm not over here just like, oh my God, the acting sucks. I don't want to watch the show anymore. What's going on? I'm not there, not remotely, but it was noticeable. I don't even feel right saying who. Maybe I will towards the end of this or something like that. I don't know. But radical honesty. We got to talk about radical honesty. If there's any married people in the chat, whether you are married now or you were married, you're divorced, I would love your opinion on this too. Is Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil's relationship realistic? Have you experienced some of the things they've experienced? Don't get too crazy if you care to share. But that radical honesty, she was like, man, I find this man sexy. And I like that he was paying me some attention. First, it's not like Phil wasn't paying her attention. He'd been trying to get it in for the past 2 months. Took it, rented out the whole restaurant, providing him, and he's trying his best. Throughout this whole show, he had, he's misstepped here and there, but he's tried to support Vivian with her passion. This man just had another woman kiss him, but he was stupid for not saying nothing. So I was just like, well, maybe okay, I'll say all that to say she probably said that not because that's something that she was just lacking. You know, it could have just happened from Sharif, and she felt flattered. Like, damn, I mean, I wasn't asked for this, but this dude is throwing flowers and it feels good, you know? When he walked into the room, I felt his presence. I don't think anybody wants to hear that, you know? But y'all let me know. Well, I think that's pretty obvious, to be honest with you. But I do like the way that Phil handled it when he, he walked up in there, you know. But they wanted to talk about it, and he said that Erica is attractive too, and all this. But I like the way they resolved it. You know, that they have to prioritize them, and you have to do that. You do. You got a little relationship experience I have. Well, I won't phrase it like that, but yeah, I mean, you do have to prioritize. Plans help. Also, personal space is important as well. Because I know with me, I mean, there's times where I want to be up under you, and there's times where I want you to leave me alone. And I didn't mean to say it like that. Just let me have some space here, just a little bit. What y'all talking about? TikTok. Yeah, you know what? I was hoping, and I'm still hoping, for some dangerous situations for Jeffrey's character. I would love to see him in a violent scene showing what he's capable of. Yeah. Not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do that. Yes. I agree with you 100%. I will say, or ask the question, to you guys, does it feel like they are resolving issues, plot storylines a bit too quickly and not letting them linger on? I like that everybody has their own story except for Ashley. Her story is completely weak, and we're going to be talking about that because I have my opinion. But at the end of episode 4, Jeffrey finds the burner phone. Then at the next episode, we find out who the mystery person is. What if we didn't find out it was the original Jeffrey until episode 10? That would have been nice. This whole season, we're like, man, who was on the other end? What's going on? So episode 5, burner phone. Episode 4, burner phone. Episode 5, Penelope, his mama. It's like, whoa, that's, I'm thinking it was the League of Assassins, the League of Shadows or something, but it's his mama. Okay, that's cool. And then the next episode, it's Jeffrey from the original show playing Roman, which he did a great job. Love to see him, but I'm like, damn, you give it. It's delicious, but you're shoving it down my mouth. Like, let me chew it a little bit. Take small bites and savor it. I don't want just you so yeah. But Nick, I agree, because not that this is a bad. What I do like at the conclusion of episode 6 is the main point they're trying to get across is family is important, and do what you got to do to work it out. Talk, communicate. I love it. Jeffrey is trying to bring his family together. Jeffrey trying to bring his family together. Aunt Viv, Uncle Phil, and Carlton, they put his doors back on the hinges. Will sees that. Well, that was at the end of episode 5. Will sees that, gets his family together at the end to where they laughing and stuff. It's been over a decade, and Will did that, and then he's hooping with his dad as the credits hit on episode 6. So, I like the fact that they're going the family route and all that, and showing how important it is, and it's nice to see this for Jeffrey. But because of this, are they going to take away a lot of the mystery and espionage and the assassin-like nature to his character that they've been teasing us since season 1? So it would be a shame if we did never get to see him kick some type of ass. That would be great. Ooh, you know what I just thought about? What if in season 4, him and his son go on missions together? Or damn, what if his son dies? And he's in the what's it called? Not the crosshair. He's in the way. I can't think of the word or term. Somebody help me out. But collateral damage. That's not what I was thinking of. But I can't think of. What I'm trying to say here. But I do want to see some action from Jeffrey. Give me one moment, guys. My throat is a bit parched. Thank you so much. Talking about Sharif. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna knock down this married woman right here, notch on my belt. Is that what he was thinking? Via like, oh dude, that's a soldier on that crazy written Tyler Perry show, Ruthless. Yeah, he be having some yeah. Yes. Sharif wanted to clap regardless of the ring. This is true. But what's funny to me is I noticed how when he first came in there, Viv was having physical objects in between them, like the chair, the desk. I like that. I just do. Am I tripping or, what else? Something that was kind of funny. Let's talk about Ashley. So they mentioned in season 2 that she's, I can't remember if they mentioned that she was lesbian or bisexual or queer. Was it queer? I can't remember. And I was like, what? This seems forced. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in episodes 7 through 10. And me personally, I want to be very clear when I say this. I do not mind having characters in my movies and television that are part of the LGBTQ plus community. I don't mind it at all. You know why? It's because those people exist in the real world. They always have been, and they always will be. So to never include them in your movies and television, it doesn't have to be in every movie and every show, but to not have them, representing life, to some degree, that would be unrealistic. So, however, if you're going to do it, just try your best to make it as natural and organic as possible. Now, let me press pause on this. There are other parts of the show that do not feel organic and natural. For example, the black lady running for city council, that's Jazz's friend, that was at the end of the episode and was like, man, Jazz, I'm so proud of you. You trying to hold it down, and you always been a hustler. Back in school, you used to sell the thumb drives with the bootleg music on it. And the Black Panthers met here, and they was trying to organize. And now people have, if you sell your place, what do people have to look up to? I don't know the sister. I'm pretty sure she's a very nice lady, and she can act better than me. But a lot of her all of her lines and dialogue, this whole show just hasn't been that natural and organic. So I'm not just picking on the LGBTQ stuff. Back to that, yeah, it's realistic. Have it in your movies and television. But if you're going to have it in your show, please make it natural and organic. For Ashley just to be like, oh, no, Mom, it's okay. He's non-binary. I was like, what? What are they doing? Like, this is ridiculous. This is awful. Like, that was just so like, yes, we checked the box. Here you go. You are giving, especially when it comes to like Disney and Star Wars, you have all this, they're woke and the acolyte and all this. And I tend to ignore all of that. However, when you write stuff like this, you're giving those people ammunition, you know? Now, if Eli is really non-binary, and I don't even know how that conversation just came up between Eli and Ashley anyway. But if he really is non-binary, like, it would be dumb as hell if he never pops up on the show again. You know, this was his only screen time, and they just was like, okay, we said non-binary, we never see him again. He needs to be for example, you know what show did it right is the Zendaya show. Jeez Louise, where she's on drugs. That was a show that dealt with, you know, characters that are gay, bi, lesbian, queer, binary, non-binary. That show did it right. What is the name of the show? Euphoria. Love the show. But if Eli, okay, you're non-binary, he's non-binary. Well, have him in the show. Have him befriend Ashley and Ashley befriend them, and they have a true, genuine relationship. And, you know, we get to see things that he's passionate about, you know, his culture, etc. You know, flesh him out. You know, he said I can't call him he. Well, what kind of, I don't even remember. I ain't trying to be funny. But the person, I may be wrong, said that they was bullying and stuff like that. Let's dive deeper into that. I'm spitting this stuff. Let's dive deeper into that and get to know Eli. Because first of all, how unrealistic was it just for this random dude just to show up at the crib and actually just like, oh, well, if you're just not dying to go home, we can listen to some records. What? I don't know. Did he have on the good cologne or something? I don't know. I don't think Ashley is that naive. And then she got him up in the room. When I first saw that scene, I was like, wait a minute. We're not going to be having no boys up in the room like this. Y'all can go to the kitchen at the island. And you in the room? And so I was like, what is going on? But when Aunt Viv walked in there and she was like, hey, can I talk to you? Oh, I was like, I already know. Aunt Viv was like, hey. And the way that Aunt Viv did it, like, he's very nice. But no, we don't be having no boys in the bedroom. Oh, Mom, it's okay that he's non-binary. That is just such a BS excuse. I wish they would have wrote it to where Aunt Viv was challenging that, because they just got done with Carlton, like, hey, Carlton, we believed you. Well, no, Aunt Viv and Carlton had a moment in episode 2 or 3 talking about, man, I believed you this whole time, but you just been lying to my face. My BS meter was going up, but I wanted to believe my baby. So what makes Aunt Viv not think that Ashley could be telling a bunch of crap as well? Oh, no, he's non-binary while he back there clapping cheeks. I'm not trying to sound inappropriate, but I'm being honest, though, too, because unfortunately, some young children do have sex when they shouldn't. You know, they should be grown adults. But anyway, so that could just be like, oh, no, hey, won't you come through? You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to tell my mom and daddy, you know, I'm binary, and you can spend the night, and we can do all, you know, I'm being real. Look. Y'all know, we all have grown up. We know how human beings are. Some human beings are. So they need to think about that. And look, and also, Viv should have been like, okay, thank you, Andrew YB Crossfire. Viv should have been like, okay, he's non-binary, so what? It doesn't matter. Things can still happen. So that was probably, out of episodes 4, 5, and 6, possibly the worst. You know, I'm not over here wanting to, you know, throw my remote into the TV. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the biggest question mark when I was watching. It's like, what are y'all doing? This is dumb. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. Also, but I like Ashley though, because I like that she was asking the challenging questions on like Carlton, bump all this small talk. How was rehab? What did you learn? I like that. I like that she was honest with Hillary all the time, and their relationship. Oh, hey, we can go do the manis and petties and manis and petties and do this, and then we can go to Jazz's store and get some records. And she honest about that. Hey, I saw you kissing on Jazz and all that. So I like Ashley for all that. You know what I'm saying? She's cool. Okay, Miss Unique. I'm a married woman and I feel like Viv is tripping. Okay, thank you for the comment. Now, would you feel no type of way if if another woman kissed your husband and he didn't tell you and lied about it? As much details as you like. Lisa and Jackie are finer than any of them girls that be on the Power spinoff, in my opinion. Hilarious. Yeah, it feels a bit rushed. I don't know if this is going to be the last season. I'm hoping for, yeah, me too. What is going on, Miss Karma? How are you, ma'am? How are you? Thank you for being here. Because they've been calling him a hustler and all this, and at the end I'm glad they came together, but she was like, it just kind of made it seem like it wasn't his fault when the first 2 seasons she had been blaming him, so yeah. I saw you. I see his ears. Yes, it is super force. Yeah, that's wild, man. I'm just like, so again, I just want to give an example because I don't mind it, because in Bel-Air it's super forced, but in Euphoria it's not. It's really not. Yeah, Peacock is moving very, very fast. So, who we gonna talk about next? Amira. There we go. And yes, the comment just popped up. Amira may be caught in addiction. As exciting as she is, she may not be good for him. Oh, of course she's not. They need to part ways for his health and well-being. Yes, 100%. This woman is dangerous, man. And I want the best for Carlton. We all do. Everybody deserves love. Well, I won't say evil people deserve love, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. I want Carlton to live happily ever after. But Amira, I don't think right now is it. The way that she snapped on the counselor, not like him, like his only response was like, I'm not going to go back and forth with a teenager because that is a bad look. I mean, you don't want to be arguing with anybody, period. But let alone a teenager, unless it's your child or something like that. But that was funny. It was like, I do know you. Like, he shut all of that down. She had no logic. It was just all emotion, just like, you're breaking us up. Bah, he's only been helping you for weeks. Try to keep it together, and you snapping on him. But do y'all believe her? And Amira's acting has been good for the most part in the show. I'm like, hey, she's a talented sister. I'll keep an eye out for her for other roles. However, this episode, it wasn't, when she was like, this is just a hard time for me. And, I was just like, no, but sister, hey, I look forward to your career. You're doing fine. Just that little scene right there, kind of, yeah. I know. But, yeah, she didn't show up. She didn't show up to the dinner on time. And, I was, well, no, I don't want to talk about that, but And do I want something crazy to happen? Like, I mean, I do, but I don't want. Okay. When the show started off, I cannot say that I wanted Carlton doing drugs. You know, like, oh, I wanted to see one of them doing drugs. You know, let's change Carlton like this because that'll be edgy. But it surprised the hell out of me, and it's been great. And I like the way they've handled it as well. Yeah, that popped up in season 1. We're in season 3. And, you know, that does feel organic to me. Big time. I feel like sometimes those actors are straight, so it comes across forced. You talking about their orientation? Yeah. So, hold on. But I was really happy at the end of the episode, of episode 6 at least, when Will and his dad were hooping together. But what's going to happen next, though? They resolved that. It seemed like they resolved Jeffrey. You know, he came out with the money. I like the fact that, you know, I'm not mad at Fedra for like, hey, man, if I got to choose over you or mom, I'm going to choose mom. I understand. But Jeffrey was like, hey, I don't want to lose, you know, my son or my family. Hey, let's all stay together. I like that. I respect that, you know. But that's resolved. Will and his daddy, that thing is resolved. Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil are working on their relationship. What's going to happen with Jazz and Hillary? Now, what I do not like, at the end of episode 4, Hillary, you know, being all in bed. Well, I mean, I don't think she's genuine, though. And should she tell LaMarcus at this point in time that she and Jazz kissed? And do y'all think that she was going to just tell LaMarcus that they kissed, or that she wants to break up with him? Because we don't know. We don't know. She was really cruel for about to tell him before his scrimmage. That's just messed up, you know. But she had a good reason to escape, because this dude talking about, I don't want to recover. I want to get back on the field as soon as possible. She could have been like, baby, I feel you and I support you. But if you're going to do it smart and take some time off and heal properly, then, hey, I'll rock with you. But if you're just going to go out there next week, you know, it's either me or football. And she would have been 100% justified, you know. It wouldn't have been 100% truthful because, you know, down beneath, you know, she was like, and as a bonus to me, I get to move back with Jazz, you know. But it is what it is, you know. But I like Hillary too. I do. Yes, you do give people firepower if you cannot write a natural type storyline, you know. So you gotta be able to do that. Something that I don't like, though, is how easy it was for Carlton and Will to sell all their shirts. It's like, first of all, I feel like him quitting basketball was dumb as hell, just stupid. Excuse me. To start a t-shirt business, I support people. I support entrepreneurs and, you know, people that go after it, and true hustlers that just work from sun up to sundown. But that's just not realistic. And then Will accidentally orders 1,000 shirts, but we don't get to see them struggle at all, panic, nothing. They didn't have to go through some type of hardship to learn from their mistakes of Will not paying attention to the quantity that he ordered. He was just lucky enough to come across somebody famous on social media that was like, he just pulled it out. Oh, Black says, I like it. Give me 12 of them. Let's take some pictures. I mean, come on. That it's just like that, you know, That could have been a good life lesson. But now they're just thinking like, hey, baby, YOLO, things work out, go for it. Am I tripping? I was also kind of laughing, like, I'm kind of jumping around now. But when Will wanted to, no, when Will's mom wanted to meet at a neutral spot that chose the rehab place, like why can't you could have chose a restaurant or a park or something. You want to rent out space. That just kind of seemed funny to me. Hold on, what you say, Jenna? It was as if I was watching an episode of The Chi. Love Lena Waithe, but her show is notorious of forcing and writing characters like that in a weird, unnatural way that feels forced. In fact, one of the reasons why I dropped that show entirely after season 2. I'm not mad at you. I don't watch The Chi, but I can get how they can turn you off. Roman the OG Jeffrey looked like Uncle Charles from Bone Thugs and Harmony. That is funny. Yeah. But what else is on y'all's mind about episodes 4, 5, and 6? What is on y'all's mind? Do y'all think that Jazz should sell the record shop? And how much do you think he would get? $3,000? I'm joking. $300,000? $1 million? $2 million? $3 million? Asked my friend, I was like, say, how much do you think the offer was? And it was like, at least $3 million, a few million. I was like, nice. But his friend at the end was like, Jazz, we believe in you. Would you take the money or would you try to stay and build the community? Now, one thing I am curious on, Jazz, you just won the $35,000 from the street racing. Wasn't that enough to pay your taxes and get you caught up? I guess not, but that was interesting to me right there. I thought that he was good, but apparently not. How much money do y'all think that Jeffrey had in that duffel bag at the end too when he bought himself out, when he paid his debt? How much money y'all think was in there? I have no idea. I wouldn't be able to tell you at all, The real message was Will is tired of being angry. This is true. These are facts. Big time facts. Something that was funny to me though was when Uncle Phil was at the luncheon and Erica walked up. Can I please talk to you? The guy's face, he was like rolling his eyes. A big dude. He's like, women, that's crazy. That's the look he had on his face. But I was kind of tickled from that right there. Now, Ashley was my favorite character in the show, but after, the way they wrote her, I'm just like, oh Lord, what are y'all doing? This is
Previously on Bel-Air.
This is not what I want right now, But yeah, even though guys, it does have its, my criticism, I'm still really loving the show. I'm really enjoying it. At the very least, hopefully we can get at least 5 seasons. If you want to do 10 and actually be good, maybe not 10, maybe 8 or something like that. I would really enjoy it, But yeah, man, if y'all don't have anything else to say, I'm gonna go ahead and head on out of here. We got Will playing tennis for his spot. Got the new member to the Neiman Foundation. you know. And did y'all like Penelope? And again, I do have a full breakdown of episode 4 just by itself if y'all want to go check that out too. I'm just saying. Viv really wanted her daughter to be with that boy instead of being with a girl. Really? You think so? I don't know if I would go that far. But yeah, Ashley bit her head off. I would like if the old Hillary or Jazz returned to Bel-Air as, oh yes, of course. I would love that. Yeah. You know, it's funny because I saw, I think, the showrunner for season 3 in the interview, and she says that Will Smith has been voicing his concern that he wants to join the show. But he's a producer, so it's not like he can't. You know, I think he like owns the show or something like that. But yeah, this would be super dope if they were able to do that. You know, I would like that a lot. I do want to hear from somebody about the radical honesty thing, though. If that's something that y'all, you know, married people, if that's like radical honesty, that's crazy talk, Brandon. What you talking about? Finna admit that? Da 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 da. Let me know. All right, guys. Well, that is all I have for you today for this live recap of Bel-Air Season 3, episodes 4 through 6. Really do appreciate all 21 of you people kicking it with me over here. Sorry I wasn't able to get this going on Instagram, but it is all good in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And so next time I will be going live is tomorrow for the Movie News Roundup show. Make sure you tune in. We're going to be talking about Anaconda. We're going to be talking about a few things that got me going. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's just my opinion. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.